Okay, so I want to talk recently about two things. So last night, went to a North Alabama Stetson basketball game. Wanted to cover what my takeaways from the game were. And also, news just broke a few hours ago that Mike Vrabel, former Patriots linebacker, is becoming the new head coach for New England, so I want to cover that. But first, I want to cover the North Alabama game. That it was a great game. Dominant performance from everybody on that court. Will Susie, Shakari Lane, Day. I mean, those guys are really the driving force behind North Alabama. And that whole team is a good team. I just think they're a lot of the people are underestimating them. They had their struggles earlier in the year where they got off to a decent start and then they staggered at once they got to play Auburn and the bigger schools. But I mean, those bigger schools are going to obviously, have a little more. But I thought it was a great game from all three of those guys. I think anybody can agree with me on that was a great game. That saw it, watched it, went to it. And yeah, I mean, I have personal friends on the team. I have Will on the team, so I might be a little biased on that. But really, I mean, he nailed nailed 2 threes, and I have it on video. Just the first one, I didn't get a good shot. And Jakari, phenomenal player. Those I could see Will and Jakari both going somewhere after North Alabama. So that's definitely an exciting outlook for that school and that team, and I can't wait to see where they go after further. But yeah, that was a fun game. The final score is 92-64. North Alabama controlled the whole game. Turnovers, they could become a factor towards the end, but they never really let it get close enough to really be a factor, in the sense that they didn't really let it get close enough to give Stetson a chance to come back. They kept their foot on the gas and didn't stop until the final buzzer. So hats off to them. Hats off to the coaching. Just great coaching, great plays, great plays run. I mean, it's a great game. And now on to the Mike Vrabel hire. Whenever the Patriots or a team of that caliber brings a former player into the mix, there's definitely some fear, knowing, yeah, he's been a part of the team, but will he bring success? Because playing and coaching are two separate, different things, and that's what a lot of these guys learn early on. So, I don't know how to feel about it. Obviously, they're having his introductory press conference tomorrow with him and Robert Kraft. So that they'll probably bring some stuff up in there, but I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, we saw with Gerard, he just couldn't do it. He wasn't the right guy. He wasn't the right man for the job, and we had to learn that the hard way. We went 4-13, barely eked out a win against the Bills. It was just an all-around bad performance. The Chargers game was awful. It's a game I wish I could just remove from my memory. Just awful. Just an awful game. It was tragedy, just given the fact that it was a tragedy of coaching. I don't think you can really blame the players in that game because they were just trying to execute what the coach drew up. So at that point, you got to blame the coach. And everybody blames the fact that New England didn't have a talented roster. Okay, but I mean, Gerard, he could have done more than 4-13 with that roster. I mean, there was some guys out there that he could have done more with, and he didn't. And so I think it was the right decision to fire him. I wish the best of luck for him following this, but it just was not the right fit, and that guy is just not right for a head coaching spot. I don't think he's a head coach caliber guy yet. But I guess we'll see.